Hi, my name's John Mack from MLMUK.net. Welcome to this short presentation entitled How to Attract Prospects to Your MLM Opportunity. So you've decided to take the plunge and join the network marketing industry. How are you attracting prospects at the moment? Let's look at some of the methods that you may be using right now. Are you using your warm market, i.e. your friends and family? Are you using a stand in the shopping mall or at the local fete? Are you paying for press advertising in the local papers? Are you using PPC or pay-per-click? Or are you utilising Web 2.0 properties such as Facebook and Twitter? What of these methods are working for you right now? I guess if you're listening to this presentation, maybe none of them are working and you're looking for a new way of attracting prospects. It is very difficult for new recruits to build their team. You will know yourself that when you first joined, you're full of initial enthusiasm. But how long does this enthusiasm last? There is a high dropout rate amongst new recruits. Jim Rohn has a great analogy for this, saying that basically the birds are going to get some of your new prospects. He likens the prospects to seeds, and he says that no matter how well you look after these prospects or seeds in watering them and nurturing them, the birds are going to get some of them. What he really means here is that well-meaning friends and relatives are going to tell your prospects that they've got involved in some sort of illegal pyramid thingamajig. Now, these friends and relatives will have no idea what a pyramid thingamajig is. I can't even say it. But they will delight in telling your new recruits that that's exactly what they've got involved with and they must be balmy. I guess you'll be using methods that have come from your upline training, where you were told to build a list of friends and family. And then using telephone scripts, you'll be going through this list, telephone them, speaking to them, and trying to get them to go to meetings or to listen to CDs or DVDs. You'll be told that it's a numbers game. Just keep working through the list, and eventually some of the people on that list will want to join your business. The problem with this is that most of the people you'll be talking to come from traditional working backgrounds, where they're paid X amount per hour. So they're used to going to work, staying there from 9 till 5, and at the end of the week they get paid for the hours that they've put in. Multi-level marketing is completely different from this because it's based on residual income. The people you're talking to will not be used to the fact that they'll have to do work and maybe not get paid for it for some time to come. It does take time to build up residual income in multi-level marketing, and this is what a lot of initial recruits or people looking at multi-level marketing can't get used to. So let's look at in more detail at some of the methods that you might be using at the moment. How about advertising? Are you using press advertising? The problem with this is what are you actually advertising for? You see, multi-level marketing is a business, not a job. The majority of people that will be replying to any adverts that you put in the press will be looking for a job. Believe me, I've tried. It doesn't matter how you word your advertisement, people will still ring up thinking that it's for a job. What about pay-per-click? Well, for a start off, pay-per-click is very expensive. It's definitely a real numbers game. But the problem is this numbers game will cost you a heck of a lot of money, and if you're not careful, you will end up losing your shirt. How about Facebook and Twitter? Well, Twitter basically is good for keeping people updated on what you're doing right now at this moment, but it's not really a good recruiting tool. Facebook can be a good recruiting tool as long as you don't try to sell to people and ram your opportunity down their throats. You've got to really get to know people, and doing that way you may eventually get people to come to you and ask you what you're actually doing, and then you can introduce them to your business opportunity. You've got to be careful or you will lose friends quickly if you try to sell to them. As for advertising on Facebook, well, Facebook has banned home businesses and multi-level marketing adverts, so you cannot advertise on there. There are ways around it, but we won't go into that in this presentation. So I guess that leaves us then with websites or blogs. These are excellent recruitment tools. However, they do take time and effort. And the main thing here to be aware of is, as I've said previously, don't sell. Advise people. Get them to know, like and trust you. Then they're much more likely to look at your opportunity and join your team. Most people make the big mistake of believing that recruiting is about the company or the products and services. It's not. People will join your team because of you, not because of a great product or a great company. Their first point of contact in this multi-level marketing business is you. They've got to know, like and trust you, and then they will join your business. Okay, so how do we actually find these people? Well, first off, you need a good user-friendly website. It's got to be full of quality information. Your knowledge and passion of multi-level marketing has to come across. But before we actually discuss how to find people, you need to know who you want to recruit first. The best way to do it is to find people who are looking to start their own business, and ideally a multi-level marketing business. This means that they'll have overcome many of the objections that people will find about joining multi-level marketing because they'll already know what it's about. So if you can attract these people and be personable and show that you're good to work with, then these people will want to join your team. So now we know who we want to recruit. Let's see how we actually recruit them. What you've got to do is position yourself as an expert in multi-level marketing. You've got to write about it. Write about your experiences, good or bad. Make it personal. Tell stories. You've got to build up a relationship with your readers. If you haven't got any of your own stories, if you're fairly new to multi-level marketing, use stories from your upline. Write articles and publish them to article sites, and use search engine optimization to get people to read these stories and come to your websites. We're not going to go into search engine optimization here. However, you do need to do your keyword research beforehand and make the articles that you're writing keyword rich, so that they will attract people to your websites. Okay, so let's do a quick sum up. Which method are you going to use? Old school. What we call old school here is that which is taught by your upline, which is working through a list and telephone them and using scripts, etc., etc. And modern will describe as using the internet, websites, writing articles, etc. You could do both, but it's basically about finding what you're comfortable with and what works for you, and then stick to it. Okay, we'll come to the end of this presentation now, but if you'd like any more information, my name's John Mack. You can email me, you can email me at johnmac@mlmuk.net or go to my website, mlmuk.net. Okay, thanks for listening. Bye.